Thomas. It's Jeff for This Week with JTT, and I'm on the road. Let's see. No cars are coming? Good. Yeah, right, I'm on the road. I saw something that caught my attention that I had to speak on here. I saw something on YouTube that made my blood run cold. There's a woman. She's like outside recording something like a short. I'm not sure it's TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube. Oh, wow, okay, watching the bus going on, yeah. Yeah, that was a gamble, yeah. So I jump in front of Optimus Prime here. I saw a video shot by a woman who sounds like she's bragging, like she's proud that she broke her ex-husband. Keyword ex-husband. And she talked about how she emasculated him. She's bragging about how she emasculated her ex-husband, and she has such a big smile about it. It's like she committed a horrific crime, and she's happy about it. And she did it with 3 C's. 3 C's? Yeah. Criticism, control, comparison. For example, doing the dishes, unless it's perfect, she's going to criticize him. Doing whatever he does, unless it's perfect, he's going to be criticized. Comparison. She would probably compare her husband to other people, suppose he did it better than him. And control. This woman screams control freak. But the key word, ex-husband. And I will not be one bit surprised of one or two things. Either A, she divorced him, but if she really treated him the way I suspected she did, he probably tapped out. But if I'm a betting man, to be honest, she's the one who divorced him first. Why? Because this is my theory. She probably put up this sweet, innocent woman, very sweet and nice, like they were in the beginning. Then, the moment she found out, like, how much she makes, she probably makes a good amount of money, probably own 1 or 2 cars, own a nice house, maybe have like a nice 401k or other investments. Act all sweet, ladylike, act like a so-called fake feminine woman, and next thing you know, he marries her. And the moment he marries her and she gets settled in, the mask comes off. And she lets him have it. Starts off small, like 1 drop of water at a time. You know how like leaks start 1 drip at a time? Like Chinese water torture stuff, like 1 drip. And after a while, it gets worse and worse and worse. Then the 3 C's. Criticism, comparison, control. Yeah. But through it all, she's happy. How can you be happy or make posy love? How can you be happy by doing it to him? How? How on earth spiritual to another human being? Now, I know someone's going to say, oh, what about that ex-husband? What about the ex-husband? Good question. Now, I know there'll be 2 sides of the coin and all that stuff, but here's the thing. She seems way too happy of emasculating him. Here's what I did not hear. I did not hear her say that her ex-husband abused her. Not physically, not verbally. I heard nothing about him being unfaithful. Once again, no control. That means she had no control where he goes, period. Who he talks to, period. She's a control freak. She controls his every movement. And criticizing. If you criticize a person long enough, you know what that do? If you criticize a person, you will erode their confidence. An arrogant, cocky male will feel confident enough to go after any female, even attached women, even attached. But I just let you guys know, they are these type of women. Now, here's reality before you start getting in your feelings. Not every woman's like that, thank God, but they do exist. There's some very evil males out there, and I've been the first to say, yes, they do exist. But guess what? There's some very devious females out there too. And yes, males are being held accountable. They had to be, yes. But for some reason, they don't want to be held accountable. These women, if you try to hold them accountable, good luck. You have an easier time pulling teeth from a rabid tiger. And I'm being honest. But what are your thoughts on it, folks? What are your thoughts on it? Hold on a sec. Hi, this is from David. How you doing? And this is from Joshua. How you doing, Joshua? Yeah. I would try to communicate more, but I got my hands on the steering wheel. I don't want to lose control and all that stuff. How you doing, guys? How you doing? But yeah, I know. I drive safe. I am driving safe. That's why I got both hands on the wheel and all that. I get my eyes all over the place. But bottom line is that people, if you call yourselves getting married, take the vows seriously. If you're gonna take a course about what your life would be like before you get married, do that. Most churches will give you courses on it. Most places, before you get married, say like, look, this is what your life would be like before you get married. They have courses. They have, for maybe a church and other places what your life would be like if you get married. Challenges, emergencies, the whole bit. They even do like a psychological workup of the person going to get married and all that. That we know, like, either A, this is going to work or not. Arranged marriages, not like the daughter had to marry the man or the boy. No. Before the husband and wife get married, first of his parents, and then the parents meet each other and have a final talk. And did you realize that when they used to have that, when they got the parents get together to decide whether the kids could get married or not, do you realize the divorce rate of that is lower? Yes. Now, do I see that coming back in a big way? No. I'll tell you why. Because today, modern women, they are way, way too independent for their own good. No, I want to do it my way no matter what. And I go a step further. A lot of modern women say, no, I don't want to get married. I want to chase the bag. I want to be my own independent woman and do whatever I want, whatever I want. Here's my thing to these women. You want to do whatever you want? Cool. But in the end, when you feel like you want to settle down and get married later in life, don't expect to be a line of men ready to come after you. Don't. There's a lot of women who are like super career minded and then like say when they get to their 40s and 50s and think it's a line of men. No. And I'll tell you why. What make you think that a man who is successful, especially he wants to start a family, is going to pick you? You keep forgetting women in their 20s are way more fertile than women in their 30s and 40s. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, we're going to freeze our eggs. You can do that. And even you do freeze your eggs, you do realize that women in their 30s and 40s, especially past age 35, and I didn't realize this, and it's a new thing to me, because there's a thing called geriatric pregnancy. I repeat, there's something called geriatric pregnancy. That's a new thing. Now, when I first heard the word geriatric pregnancy, I'm thinking a woman in her 50s get pregnant, because I heard of such rare cases. No, they can be as young as 35. That blew my mind. I knew a friend of mine, she's like 35 years old, sweet woman, gave birth to a baby boy. God bless her, God bless her family. But what I heard, like, geriatric, it's like the woman don't look geriatric. She looks fairly young and energetic. I was like, wow. But my point being, after age 35, physically it's harder for you to keep up raising a kid than you are in your early 20s. Now, am I saying it can't be done? No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not trying to discourage it. I mean, there are women who are in their 30s and 40s, up to their 50s raising kids. If they could do it, God bless them. But God bless them. But those who act like, well, I don't need men, I can raise this kid by myself, do us a favor to these women. Do us a favor. Unless you have, like say, a male or like a relative, like maybe your brother, your uncle, or whatever, like help raise like a young boy, to have only girls. But going back to the woman who was too happy to emasculate her ex-husband, all I gotta say, guys, you gotta do a better job vetting these women. They exist. There are good women out there, yes indeed, but here's reality, and I'm being brutally honest. You gotta work so much harder to find a good woman. I mean, like 70 years ago, all you gotta do is go to school, get good grades, either go to college, go to work up in the ranks and all that stuff, go up in rank and pay, what have you not, be able to buy a house, car, and be able to be the man in the house. And believe it or not, finding a woman won't be that difficult. She see, look at you and say like, wow, this person got potential. Wow, this could be my future husband. Now, because of social media, oh my goodness, there are women who are physically a dream. Yes, there are women who's not all that, who's physically a dream, who wants a man who's like pretty much a borderline billionaire, and they are a joke of a future wife. But in closing though, guys, there are good women out there, just gotta be very careful. And ladies, I gotta say this to you too. There are good men out there. You gotta be very careful and effective as well. Other than that, folks, I want to say thank you for hearing me rant, because when I saw the video, I was going like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. But I'm gonna continue on this journey and hope to hit you guys soon. Josh, Dave, thank you for saying hi. I'll probably have another live stream coming soon. And I hope to hear from you guys again. Do not be afraid to speak up. Talk to you later. Peace. Let's see if this thing is off. In 3, 2, 1.